Before we begin our game tonight, we have a statement from the MIAA. We're pleased to welcome you today to Auburn High School Memorial Field. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of educational athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by officials, coaches, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory or demeaning comments and cheers today. We hope that you will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Now the starting lineups for visiting Baypath. Caden Young. Number 5, Ryan Bray. Number 12, Cody Dombrowski. Number 13, Bryce Hutchinson. Number 19, Braden Lapointe. Number 18, Joshua McLaughlin. Number 4, Sean McLaughlin. Number 1, Zachary Moody. Number 9, Benjamin Nashawati. Number 17, Nathan Rule. Number 7, Brady Supernant. Now for your Auburn Rockets. Number 0, Nathan Goronski. Oops. Number 4, Nick Almeida. Number 7, Kayla Bybora. Number 8, Evan Mercadante. Number 9, Zach Jackson. Number 10, Alex Mercadante. Number 11, Omar Abuleo. Number 12, James Almeida. Number 14, Nicholas Jennings. Number 22, Iceland Boscolo. And number 23, Wyatt Diamond. We ask all those willing and able to please stand for the national anthem sung by Kweku Akesi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Memorial Field, home of your Auburn Rockets. Tonight, we will have a great matchup between Auburn and Baypath. Brody, my co-caster, what do you think about tonight?
Guys, I think today is going to be a nice little confidence boost for Auburn. You know, they already qualified for the Central Mass tournament. You know, I think tonight will be a good game.
Well said. As we're about to get started on kickoff here, Auburn, as Brody just stated, they are qualified for the Central Mass tournament. They are in the lower bracket, although they have been one of the better teams this year. That could play well to them, though, based on how the tournament works. And they will be ready to play tonight, I hope. Coach Bailey has been here for over 20 years. I think he's doing a great job with preparation, and they will be ready to play this game tonight. And one of the key components of tonight, Alex Mercadante, one of the senior captains, has been cleared to play. He did suffer a fractured arm, I believe, against Tantascwa last Wednesday night. But he's back. He's ready to play. And he's here to help these guys mentally prepare for this good game that could help them going into the Central Mass tourney with some steam. As you might be able to notice, tonight the players on both sides are wearing pink socks in response to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We always like this. This is a good tradition here at Auburn. We like to show support for those who are suffering or have gotten over breast cancer awareness. And it's just a good showing all around. Here's Nick Almeida, wins it in the middle of the field. Tries to play it out wide, but it's recovered by one of the Baypath players. Omar Abuleo, star captain, finds Iceland Pascalo on the wing. Iceland kicks it back to Caleb Ibora, the sophomore. Puts it into traffic. It's won again by James Almeida. Booted up. Zach Jackson can't quite get a touch on it. And Baypath is taking it up the far sideline here. And that is going to be offsides on, I believe, Zach Jackson, the tall striker for Auburn. Wyatt Diamond found a little trouble there, but it's all good. It's going to be a throw for Auburn on the right near the near side corner. Alex Mercadante moving with the ball. Tries to find Iceland Pascalo up the wing, but he can't. Baypath controls the ball at midfield, finds a man out wide, and it is bottled up by Alex Mercadante. Iceland loses it, but it is out for an Auburn throw-in. And here comes Zach Jackson up the wing. Tries to find the middle of the field, but can't. Iceland Pascalo finds Omar in the middle of the field. And Alex Mercadante is bodied off the ball. Baypath controls it, moving up the field. And a good step there from James Almeida. Iceland plays it back to Caleb. No, that's not Caleb Ibora. My apologies. That is Evan Mercadante. Caleb positioning the ball in midfield. Kicks it out wide to Nick Jennings, the other sophomore. Omar finds him on the wing, but it is bottled up by the Baypath defense.
Auburn's got the momentum here. Going back to Baypath's end here.
Going back to Zach Jackson, I believe he is one of 12 seniors on the roster this year for this varsity team. He has been one of the prize transfers. We actually got him from St. John's. He was there for his first 3 years of eligibility, I believe. Came over to Auburn for his senior year, and he has been performing very good for this Rocket team, something they desperately needed in an attack. And here's Jackson now. Finds James Almeida. And it travels out of bounds on the near sideline for a Baypath throw-in. Brody, what do you think of this Auburn attack so far?
This Auburn attack's been pretty good so far. They've been keeping the ball in the Baypath end. They've been keeping consistent momentum here, as number 12 throws it in. They've been keeping good, consistency. So, good defense. And, yeah, hopefully they keep it up. As Baypath backs to midfield, Auburn gets the ball back. And they try to bring it back up.
Yeah, back to what you said, Brody. After so many plays down in the attacking third of this field, something's gonna happen where it's gonna go Auburn's way, and they're gonna get a goal. So if they keep this pressure, no foul, I believe. Must have gotten ball. Good tackle. That is going to be an Auburn throw, though. And that will be out for what I believe is I believe that'll be a corner kick, actually. It's a good ball into the middle, smacked away. Omar tries to take a touch, but it's blocked. And it is cleared away. And that is a nice play by Wyatt, but he loses the ball. It is going to be out for an Auburn throw, however. What'd you think of that play there, Brody?
Oh, that play, I think that corner kick, it was a good corner kick. They had that net open, but I think Baypath had their good defense. They were able to clear that ball back to midfield and have the Auburn offense reset.
And that's a good tackle there by Baypath to stop the ball from getting past their defensive line and leaving the goalie with the one-on-one. And that will be out of bounds for a Baypath throw-in. Baypath is one of those rivalry games here with Auburn where you got to be at your best every single game no matter what. Record doesn't matter. Postseason standing doesn't matter. All that matters is getting the win here tonight by either team, for either team. And, Brody, you got to love those types of rivalries here at Auburn.
Yeah, those vibes here, they do have that good momentum, good consistency. They're getting ready for that Central Mass tournament, as you said earlier. These have a good boost, got a good vibe going.
Wow, looked like everybody on the attacking third there was offside for Baypath. Good play there by Auburn to get out of the zone and force them to be offsides in that situation. And that's the thing you have to love about Coach Bailey and what he's done over his time here at Auburn. He loves to play a good possession-style offense. However, he will go into a more aggressive style when needed. Like, say, you're down a goal and you need a push. He will go into what we call the Jaguar system and just shove it down the opposition's throat. Baypath possessing the ball on the far sideline. It is won by Nick Jennings, and he just can't find Zach Jackson there on the wing. That was a tough play, tough angle. Going back to some rivalries, Brody. I know both me and you have played in some big rivalry games for this high school. What's the atmosphere like on nights like tonight?
Tonight, it's very nerve wracking. You do have those moments where sometimes you can get a little, nerve wracking, a little excitement though. So, there's a little mixture of both there. But sometimes you have those good moments and just gives you an actual confidence boost, and hopefully you can follow through.
That was a good ball there by Caleb Bora into the middle. Now he has the ball. Finds Omar Abuleo. Just can't find Caleb Cutting. That was a good defensive play there. Nick Jennings possesses the ball in midfield. Back to Isla Pascalo. To Alex Mercadante. James Almeida tries to whip it into the middle. Omar can't get a great touch on it. Takes the shot, and it's just over the bar. Wow, look, that goal kick and a flick made it all the way back to Nate Goronsky, the junior goalkeeper for Auburn. And he just boots it out of bounds. That will be a Baypath throw-in. Looks like we have a substitution here. Two, actually. Alex Mercadante will come off for Vinny Miles, the other senior on this roster. And just inside of 10 minutes into this game so far. Brody, what have you liked so far?
For the Auburn team, I like the Auburn offense. Defense for Baypath there has been good and has been consistent. They have not allowed one goal in yet so far. And, they just, but Auburn, though, keeps on applying pressure. But, Baypath's been able to clear the ball a few times. And, yeah.
Yeah, that's something about this Baypath team. They always have a very solid defense to contend with this always energized Auburn offense as Nate Goronsky falls on it in the box. Baypath wins it in midfield and is driving up. And that's a good step there by the senior Nick Almeida. Omar wins it on the right sideline. Can't find Zach, and it's cleared away once again. Oh, and it looks like Caleb Ibora, a little slow to get up there. Running a little gingerly, but he's all set. And that's a good play there by Nick Jennings to find Konstantinos on the wide side. Zach cuts to the wide area, tries to find Omar. He finds him, goes middle of the field, and it is just over the bar from Vinny Miles. That's what you like to see from this Auburn offense, even though they couldn't finish it off there.
The Auburn offense there, they did have a good play there. It was just some little miscommunication. But other than that, it was a pretty good, just a little up of that kick there, But other than that, it was a pretty good play by Auburn as Baypath goalie kicks it out to the midfield.
One issue that has happened in recent weeks, however, this Auburn defense can get a little frazzled and disorganized at times. For the most part, they're pretty good and disciplined, but whenever there's a dire situation where we need to clear the ball, sometimes we just can't get it done and it's easily finished for a goal for the opposition. However, Coach Bailey has addressed that, and he's been working on it in practice these past few weeks to make sure that it doesn't happen again. It doesn't cost them a game either tonight or in the future. Nick Almeida wins the ball. Looks out wide with it. Can't get it through the Baypath defense. And they cut it back, have possession in midfield. And that will sail out of bounds for an Auburn throw. Zach Jackson tries to find a man in the middle of the field. Can't do so at the moment. Caleb wins it in midfield off of Nick Jennings' header. And that is going to be an Auburn free kick. A little bit use of the hands from Baypath. And it looks like James Almeida, the senior captain, will take the kick and attempt to put it in the box for maybe Zach Jackson, the tall senior, to get a head on it.
As Auburn has this free kick here, 25 minutes into this game so far. It's been a good game, defense, offense, all around here. And hopefully it continues to be an exciting game.
I think Zach Jackson was actually called offsides on that free kick. Nick Jennings wins it, and he is trucked. A little slow to get up, but he's good. Konstantinos tries to find someone on the wing, but nobody's there. Maybe a little miscommunication there. But he wins it again, near midfield, and again. And that will be an Auburn throw. As we're approaching the halfway mark here in the first half of this game, Brody, what have you seen so far that you think Auburn might need to improve on later in the game?
Auburn has been having that good defense, but they're letting Baypath consistently clear that ball when they're going down and having the momentum to the offense. But, Baypath does have good defense, but, I think Auburn could find a way here with Coach Bailey. Hopefully he can find a way to get through that Baypath defense and maybe get a goal in there before the first half ends.
And it looks like it's going to be a free kick here for Baypath. Omar Abuleo might have committed the foul. Those are usually tactical fouls, though, so it's all right. Oh, and it is a good ball into the box, but they just can't finish it. And it is rolled over to Nate Goronsky. He will collect it and send it out for a proverbial goal kick. Caleb wins it in midfield. Nick Jennings, using his body, tries to find Konstantinos on the wing, but it is cut off by the Baypath defense. And James Almeida will safely kick it away into the stands for a Baypath throw. And that will roll out for a goal kick. Looks like Wyatt Diamond, the junior, will take the kick here. Caleb finds Konstantinos. Kicks it forward, trying to find Zach. And Zach just can't win the ball. Unfortunate there, unlucky bounce. And Nick Almeida gets a little bodied, but he's all set. Omar finds Iceland, but it's just out of bounds. Baypath throw. Oh, looks like it's going to be a free kick. Ooh, I don't know if I agree with that. However, officials' rule is final, so it'll be a Baypath free kick here coming up. Ball is whipped into the box, and it travels out for a goal kick. Baypath with possession of the ball near midfield. Plays it out wide. Finds a man. Good touch there. Plays it back. And it is won by Alex Mercadante. But Baypath wins it back. Finds the man on the wing. And it looks like that's going to go out of bounds for an Auburn throw. So, Brody, as we're over halfway through now, where do you think the fatigue starts to come in for these players?
I don't know. Everyone has them special skills, and hopefully Auburn can use them skills as to maybe score a goal before this first half ends. You know, they've been having good offense, but Baypath has been pushing back against them, having a good battle so far. So hopefully the players can step up here in this maybe second half and get some work done.
Alex Mercadante puts a good move there. No, I'm sorry, that's Nick Almeida. It travels out of bounds, however, and looks like it's going to be a Baypath throw. And looks like Konstantinos will come off the field for, I believe that is Omar Abuleo. Yes, that is Omar. Caleb with the ball on the wing. Good tackle there by Baypath. Auburn throw coming up. It is cleared away once again by Baypath, and this is becoming a recurring theme. Great offense, just not being able to finish the job for this Rocket offense.
Paul, what do you think about this Baypath defense so far?
You gotta love how they've withstand the pressure so far. Like, they've been under constant duress from this Auburn offense, and they've just constantly been able to keep it out of the net.
Yeah, Paul, I can definitely agree with you on that one. You know, their defense, they've been able to put up with that 9-4 offense. It's just a good matchup. Offense and defense pretty equally matched so far.
And that is going to be a foul. Omar Abuleo draws the foul, and it will be a free kick from about the 42-yard line for Auburn. James Almeida will take the kick. And it's in the box. And it is cleared away once again. And I believe that's Alex Mercadante who was caught offsides there. Alex wins the ball, finds James Almeida, gets it over to Zach Jackson, puts a move on, but he just cannot keep it in, and that will be out for an Auburn throw-in. Caleb Ibora with possession, finds Zach Jackson cutting up the field, and he tries to get the shot off, but it is deflected and out of bounds. Looks like that'll be a corner for Auburn, and Islam Bascala will take the kick.
Paul, what are your thoughts on Zach Jackson so far this half?
I really like this guy. I think he's one of the better players on this team. However, he just hasn't had the window yet. That time is gonna come though, trust me. Ooh.
Yeah, Zach Jackson is trying to do his best he can, try to score that goal for Auburn, but he hasn't been able to connect with the net yet. So hopefully he should be able to soon. He's been trying his best out there. There's tons of 1v1s. He has won them. It's a good battle for Zach Jackson.
With strikers like him, it's impossible to keep him off the net for too long. So I do assume he will score a goal at some point. That window will come eventually.
Indeed it will.
Baypath on the fast break. Wyatt trying to close him down. And he's got him. That is a great tackle there from Wyatt.
Yeah, I got to agree with you, Paul, on that one. Wyatt had a great slide tackle there to stop the momentum of the Baypath offense, to reset the defense for Auburn. They were kind of scrambling there to get back there, but Wyatt kind of slid in there and saved the day a little bit there. And yeah, they're able to reset.
Uh-oh. There's a chance here. And I believe that is a goal. Oh, that's a goal for Baypath. That's some bad breakdown there from that Auburn defense. Looked like he was offsides, but I guess it was another player who was off, and they didn't call it. So now Auburn will have to play from behind, unfortunately.
That was a good goal by, Baypath here. It was a tough struggle for Auburn defense, You know, Nathan wasn't able to get there in time, but it's all right. We all have mistakes, but hopefully we should be able to recover. Hopefully that offense can maybe do something of theirs and maybe recover.
We've seen this before, though, from this Auburn team. Like, against Leicester, say about a month ago, they were down 2-0 to start the game. Came back thanks to Omar Abulail and Zach Jackson, and they were able to walk away with that with the 3-3 ties. So this is definitely not insurmountable by any means. This team definitely has it in them, as looks like that's another questionable call of it being out on Auburn. But as I said earlier, ref's decision is final. He makes it in good faith. We know he's not cheating. And Nick puts a nice move on, cutting upfield with it. Finds Zach Jackson. And looked like that could have been a handball, but it is not called. But that's a good tackle by Alex Mercadante. He is pulled. Could a card be produced here? Looks like there is no card, but that is a very stern scolding from the referee.
Yeah, towards the end there, the Ryan Bray there for number 5 for Baypath. He's been having a few words with the refs there towards the end. But thankfully he did not get the card. But still, Auburn had that kick there, and hopefully they can do something with that.
So, Brody, after that Baypath goal, what have you seen about this game that's been changing?
Baypath, they had their chance there with that goal, and they did take that shot, and it turned out nicely for them. Hopefully their defense has been, consistent and have been stopping the Auburn Rockets offense. When Baypath had their times down there at Auburn Rockets side there, they took their shot, and it turned out well for them. But yeah.
Omar whips it into the middle. Can't find Nick Jennings quite much. However, he's trying to get the ball back. And it looks like that's going to be an Auburn throw. Looks like that's going to be out again for another Auburn throw. Ball's played in the middle, and Alex couldn't quite get a hand on that. And looks like it's going to be another corner. Iceland Bascalo stepping up to take the kick again. Ball's played in. Oh, wow. What an attempt there. I believe
Talk
that's
about a
Nick
layup.
Almeida attempted a scissor kick. Don't see that every day. Zach tries to find Omar on the far side of the field, but he just can't make it there at the end. It is going to be a goal kick for Baypath. Caleb Bybora wins it in midfield. And, he went in very rough there with his foot high. Lucky he's not getting a card there, to be honest with you. Baypath possessed it in the attacking third. Alex puts up a good fight with it. Can't clear it out, though. And he is just caught offside. Lucky break there for Auburn. And we are inside of 5 minutes to play here in this first half here at Memorial Field. Baypath leading Auburn 1-0 at the moment. Nick Almeida gets the step. Evan Mercadante putting up a good fight in the corner. And he is able to clear it out in the end. Good fight there.
Yeah, you see that Rockets defense in action there, and that 1v1 scenario was a good example of putting up a fight and winning the fight. Yeah, he was able to clear it, and yeah.
And that's a shot from the 25-yard line on a volley, but it is over the net, and that will be a goal kick for Auburn. Baypath wins it in midfield, controls the ball, tries to play it out wide, but Nick Almeida is there to clear it out. And that will be an Auburn throw-in.
Paul, what do you think about the Auburn defense so far? Now that you see it in action with that Baypath offense going against it.
They haven't had much action tonight besides that one goal. However, mistakes happen. They have looked pretty consistent for the most part. But now they just got to count on the offense to maybe get a goal back and then continue their stride from there. And he is offsides once again. I tell you what, this Auburn defense does do a good job of keeping the ball, of keeping their players in the line so that the defenders are the offensive players, are easily caught offside so that they win the ball back. And that will be out of bounds. We are inside of 2 minutes to play. Baypath possesses the ball in midfield. Tries to play it wide. Nick Almeida's there to snuff it out. And that will be a goal kick. Oh, nice touch there from Iceland. Zach controls the ball. Tries to run ahead of him. He gets the corner. Oh! And that is going to be a foul. Is that in the box or is it just outside?
No, Zach had that good 1v1 going. He had the momentum. He had the ball. But, that Baypath defender had to trip him there and did not turn out too well.
Looks like it was just outside of the box. So not a penalty kick, but still a good opportunity for Auburn to get a goal here before the half. Omar tries to whip it in, but it is right over the bar, and that will be a goal kick. Have to imagine we're under a minute left here in the half. What have you seen so far, Brody? That's been both good and bad on both sides.
Talking about that Baypath defense once again. That's one good thing about that Baypath defense. But their offense has, had their chances and had their moments with the Auburn side, and they were able to attack the net and score a goal. So that was one good thing about Baypath there, and that Auburn's defense there. They let up that one goal, but hopefully their offense can recover for them and score one goal at least before the half. Let's see. We have 2 minutes remaining left here, and yeah.
Hey, hate to barge in here, Brody, but the referee did blow his whistle, and that is the end of the first half. Auburn losing 1-0 to Baypath at the moment. Let's see if they come out of the half strong and get an equalizer or the win. And we welcome you back to Memorial Field for the second half of this game between Auburn and Baypath. Auburn trailing here 1-0 to start. Hopefully they can come from behind and grab a much-needed victory to head into the Central Mass tournament with some momentum. Brody, what do you think?
Paul, that first half there was a pretty good matchup between the Auburn offense and the Baypath defense there. It was a pretty good matchup with the 9-4 Baypath versus the 9-3 Auburn Rockets. I know the Rockets have already been committed to the Central Mass tournament. So I think this game so far has been a confidence boost, and hopefully they can get a goal back and secure the win. And yeah, hopefully it should be a good second half.
Zach Jackson wins the ball up at midfield, gets it over to Isom Pascalo on the wing. He's going to whip it into the box. Can't quite find Isom, but Alex is there. Can't win the ball back. Omar gains possession. Ooh, that's going to be offsides. I believe that's Nick Jennings who was offsides there. Well, Baypath is going to have a chance here. It's past Nate. Oh, no. Is that going to be a penalty kick? No, it is not. It looks like it's coming out. It's going to be an Auburn kick from there. Nick can't quite get a touch on it after Caleb tried to find him. And Baypath turns the corner, but there's a bit of a scuffle there. Omar can't quite get a touch on the ball. It's going to be won by Baypath. They're going to play it out wide. And here we go. This is the fast break that Baypath loves, but it is just too heavy of a ball, and it's going to go right to Nate Goronski. Omar gets the ball. Oh, it just takes too heavy of a touch. Looked
Tough
like
play there
that
by
might
Omar.
have been Nick Jennings that tried to find him in the middle of the field. He did find him. Omar just couldn't settle it. Tough play.
Quarter. How do I? No. How the heck do I? Yo. Freshman. Under super upperclassman. Yeah.
Zach trying to win the ball in the corner. That's going to be out for an Auburn throw.
Are you ready to rumble?
And that throw-in is going to roll out of bounds for a Baypath goal kick. Omar has possession in midfield. Finds Caleb. Can't quite get a touch on it. Won by Baypath. And Nikorotsky with the good play there to keep it out of his end. I think Almeida's going to try and block him off, looks like, and he succeeds. It's going to be an Auburn throw-in. And Omar is going to be fouled right at midfield. It's going to be an Auburn kick as the senior captain draws the contact and wins the kick. Wyatt Diamond tries to chip it into the middle. It's won by Baypath. Oh, and Zach Jackson is in the middle.
A breakaway, and
Is that a goal?
is that a goal?
That's a goal. I believe Zach Jackson has just scored. Yes, that's a goal for Zach Jackson. What a play.
Zach Jackson scored off the wide diamond pass at midfield, and they tied it up for 1-1. I knew that Auburn offense was going to come through today. You know, it's a 1-1 second half here. Hopefully, they continue to get one more goal and take the win for a confidence game going into the Central Mass tournament.
That's a bit of a dazzled play there, but he snuck it in. Looked like he could have been offsides, but the ref let it play, thank God. We got the goal. And it was a good finish. So now we are tied at 1 apiece here at Memorial Field. But here comes Baypath trying to come up with a quick response. Cuts it towards the middle. But Evan Mercadante wins it. And now Caleb finds Iceland Pascalo. Uses his body against the defender. It is going to be an Auburn throw. Iceland moving quickly. Finds Zach Jackson. And that's a great flick there. Finds Caleb Ibora. And looks like there's going to be a kick here for Auburn. Caleb is a bit slow. Oh, Caleb's down. Caleb's slow to get up. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's not good.
Caleb looks hurt here.
Tough scene here at Memorial Field as Caleb Ibora, the star sophomore who led us to victory against Oxford last week, is down on the field. He's being tended to by the athletic trainer and assistant coach Nick Bartlett as we speak. Looked to be his leg got caught after he was trying to get a cross in, and the Baypath player stuck his leg out as he was going for the slide tackle and just caught him in a bad area, and now he can't get up. This is a good sight to see. Caleb is back on his feet and walking off under his own power. Looks like there's going to be a sub at least. Let's see who's going to come on for him.
Paul, how do you think this injury is going to affect the Auburn offense and defense?
Caleb is one of the best ball movers on the team. I've seen him in practices. I've seen him in games. He is a spark of light to this team, and it's going to be tough to replace him here, although Konstantinos is a good substitution for him. Oh, wait, that might not be Konstantinos. That actually might be the freshman, Mateo Padilla. Yeah, that's Mateo substituting for Caleb here. Now, Iceland will try to put a good ball in. He could go for the shot here. Let's see what he decides. He goes for goal, and it's just over the bar.
Iceland, just so close, inches away from the tie-breaking goal here.
Yeah, you said it there, bro. That was a clean strike. Just couldn't keep it under the bar. That is going to be played back to Nate Goronsky. Alex Mercadante wins it in the middle of the field. James Almeida tries to find Zach Jackson. That's a good step by Baypath, though. Now here comes Zach. Has some space on the wing. Tries to whip it in. It is blocked. Good block there. Evan Mercadante. Foul. He did find James Almeida, but it was gobbled up once again by Baypath as they're trying to cling to this tie game at the moment. Nick Almeida possesses it at midfield. Tries to find a man up front. Can't do so at the moment, and it's gobbled up by the Baypath goalie. Looks like he's going to punt it away. Here comes Zach. Tries to take a volley, but it is way off target. Good effort, just didn't catch it good enough, and we are just over 10 minutes of play here in the second half. Brody, what have you liked so far?
That Caleb injury, I think, is going to hurt that Auburn offense and defense wisely. So, yeah, the second half's been looking all right. You know, it's a good matchup between the Baypath offense and Auburn defense. You know, it's like that Baypath offense has been more effective than the first half.
Hold on, I'm going to cut you off here. Omar takes the shot, and it's in. What a shot from Omar. Great pass from Zach Jackson to the top of the box, and Omar finishes it with the left to the top of the box. Great Auburn play there.
Oh, just an unbelievable goal to break tiebreaker there. Omar with another unbelievable goal. You know, top left, perfect spot where the goalie can't reach there. And, yeah, great spot.
That's what you love to see from the senior captain, Omar Abulail. It's going to be tough when he leaves us this year. He's been one of the brightest spots on this team for his entire career here at Auburn, to be honest with you. From his freshman year, he started as a JV swinger on varsity, and now he's been improving year by year, and it's all culminated into this year in which he's had his best season yet, carrying this team to a great record and a place in the Central Mass tournament, and now fires them into the lead against Baypath. Looks like we're going to have an Auburn substitution here. Nick Jennings is coming off. that Caleb? Yes, Caleb Ibora is back in the game after coming off on his own power with the help of the trainer and Mr. Bartlett. He is back and back in action, trying to carry this team to the win and over the finish line.
It's great to see Caleb back out there. It was a good addition to this team. Good offense. And although he did miss that goal, but his offense took care of that for him and had his back, and now he's back in there. All looks good.
Here comes Zach. Flips it back to, I believe that's Omar. Yes, that's Omar. Tries to find Alex Mercadante. He can't get a touch. It's possessed by Baypath. Good clearance there by Evan Mercadante after a bit of a slip up. And Vinny Miles is in a tough battle here. Baypath wins it. Tries to find the ball in the corner. Good defense there by Konstantinos. And I believe that is out of bounds for an Auburn goal kick. Yes, it is. Nick Almeida wins the ball, kicks it out. It's going to be a Baypath throw. Tough physical play here. Looks like this could get a little chippy here at the end. And yes, that is going to be a foul on Nick Almeida. Used a little too much body there. Knocked the Baypath player down, and it will be a Baypath free kick from a good situation, hoping to find the tying goal. Vinny Miles and Zach Jackson, the two seniors, in the wall. And the ball's in. Baypath continues to control it. Finds the... and he is offsides. Ooh, that is close. That is very close. Looked like that guy could have been one of the few that was onside. But he is not. It is an Auburn kick. Vinny Miles finds Zach Jackson. He's cutting middle. Can't quite get to the ball, but it is an Auburn throw. Nick Almeida moving hastily. Finds Zach again. Tries to cut it to the middle of the field to Mateo Padilla. Finds Vinny Miles on the cutting. And Omar just can't quite get a touch on it. This is good Auburn play, though. Konstantinos tries to take a shot, but it is blocked by Baypath. And here comes the fast break. Baypath has a chance here to get the tie. But it is going to be out for a corner kick. Kick is in. And Zach Jackson does a good job of clearing it away. Danger averted for now. And that's another great play there from Nick Almeida to stop the ball from going wide. Caleb Ibora finds Vinny Miles on the wing. But it is out of bounds for a Baypath throw-in. Substitution here for Auburn. Mateo Padilla will come off. It looks like that is James Almeida replacing him, the senior captain. Looked like there could have been a handball from our vantage point. No call. Baypath retains possession. But it's cleared away by Evan Mercadante. Good clear. And here comes Zach Jackson. Has Omar on his back if he needs him. Omar wins the ball. Oh, that's a rough play there. Let's see. Which way is it going to go? Oh, looks like the referee is indicating it is against Auburn. Oof, tough call. Looked like Omar might have lowered his shoulder a little bit, and he is down. He has taken the knee. Looks to be a little injured here.
Tough play by Omar. It was in the 1v1 scenario there. He was fighting for that ball, trying to get an extra insurance goal there, but just couldn't get it, and it ended in a bad scenario.
That is a tough blow for this Auburn team. One of their brightest stars has once again limped off the field. This time it's Omar Abuleo, the senior captain. And it is out of bounds. Auburn has a throw in. Can go quickly here. Finds Zach Jackson. Zach tries to find Caleb, but Caleb cannot get to the ball first. Alex passes it back to Caleb. Alex cuts in, but it is cleared away. Here comes Zach with possession. Can't quite get it wide. And that's a good step by Baypath to control the ball. And here they come with another fast break attempt. Ooh, that's a tough play. What's the ruling here? And it is going against Baypath. Auburn kick. Hey!
Oh, looks like there's going to be a card on the play here.
Yes, that is a yellow card for Baypath, number 5. You cannot do that. That is unsportsmanlike. He blocked the free kick as we had a chance to keep the fast break going. Although he inadvertently did it, he did hit Nick Almeida. And he went down. But he's all right. The trainer's out there. Tells her he's all right, and he will stay in. Why are you doing that?
That was just an unsportsmanlike play right there. You know, you can't have those in those types of games. I know it's a tight scenario, but, you know, you can't have your anger and take it out on everybody else. Paul, any thoughts on that last play right there?
I do not like that at all. I think that was a good call by the ref to give him a card there. Because if the play kept going, we could have had a fast break out of it. But he stopped it dead in its tracks. And as I already said, he did inadvertently hurt Nick Almeida, although that was definitely unintentional. He just wanted to stop the play. And Caleb puts a nice move there, has it in the corner, whips it in the box. Oh, and Zach Jackson cannot control it. Could have had a touch and gotten in, but it is not good. And it is out for a Baypath goal kick. As we hit the halfway point exactly with the score as your Rockets 2, Baypath 1 at the moment.
You know, Paul, that Auburn offense is trying to get a strategy around that Baypath defense. You know, they keep on getting those, good passes, but they can't just get that connection from that extra insurance goal there. You know, but you got to give some credit to that Baypath defense there.
Baypath now coming with another break attempt. Oh, Nick Jennings puts a nice turn. They've got some open field here. Good communication there. Caleb Iborra goes outside, possesses the ball, has time. Tries to put a little move on, doesn't work. And Constantinos is found out wide. Ball travels out. It is going to be an Auburn throw. It looks like we have a sub. Looks like Isla Bascala was coming in for Vinny Miles. And Omar Abuleo was back on the field. I'm not quite sure who he replaced yet, though. And the ball's in the middle. They can't get a foot on it. Oh. Ooh. What's the call? It's going out. There was a foul. It is on Auburn. It will be a Baypath kick from inside the penalty box. Caleb Vibora made a nice play there, but can't quite possess it enough. And that is out for an Auburn throw. As Brody, it appears all the momentum is strongly on Auburn's side at the moment. After 2 quick first half goals, what are you seeing so far?
You know, the Auburn offense, they're just keeping consistent. You know, there might slight injuries there, but, you know, they're starting to recover here and starting to slowly trying to figure out a way past the Baypath defense, keeping momentum, keeping pressure on the goalie and all defenders. Just a great matchup here, and hopefully it continues to be a good one.
Omar in the corner in a tough battle here. And Baypath clears it out. It is going to be an Auburn throw. And Nick Almeida is tripped up. Looks like both players are cool about it. It was definitely unintentional. There will be an Auburn kick, though, from Iceland Bascalo.
Hopefully Auburn can use this, you know, free kick here as an advantage. Try to see if they can score an advantage goal.
Comes off the goalie,
Ooh.
but it is cleared away immediately. Wyatt looked to have a little bit of trouble there, but he's got it again. And it is won by Nick Almeida. He's got some time. Tries to chip it to Zach Jackson. Has Caleb Memora with some space. Oh, but he can't quite find Zach Jackson in the middle of the field.
Once again, Paul, you see that Baypath defense in action there, you know. They're just keeping that ball away from Auburn there, and it's just looking good out there, you know. Even though Auburn has found some struggles and loopholes through it, you know, they're still trying to keep strong and stay strong.
Well said, Brody. As I said before, though, the windows are opening up after such pressure and distress under this Baypath defense, as Nate Goronski is able to jump up and get the ball there as he will punt it out. Caleb gains possession, finds Zach along the wing. He's got it in bounds, finds Omar, turns. He's got Iceland cutting maybe. He puts a move on it. The defender cuts it out well. And the ball's whipped into the center. Oh! Oh, my goodness!
God.
Oh, wow! What a goal from Zach Jackson. That's a bicycle kick. Have you ever seen anything like that in your life before, ladies and gentlemen? What a goal!
What a crazy goal. What a backflip. That was amazing. Oh, my God. Talk about a goal, man. Way to get an insurance goal for Auburn. Talk about a confidence boost game going into that Central Mass tournament. You know, hopefully we can see that once again in the Central Mass tournament, you know. Look at that Auburn offense once again, struck and well, finally pulled through that Baypath defense and just done well. You know, I'm speechless here.
Wow, it looks like Baypath has called a timeout. The clock is stopped at 15:05 left in the game. Have you ever seen anything like that before in your life in such a sequence?
Paul, talking about Auburn high school soccer. You know, you might see that you know, the World Cup or something like that. But talk about high school soccer, man. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable goal. I'm lost of words here.
That'll get him on the top 10 highlight reels in the state tonight.
Yeah, we'll see that on ESPN tomorrow.
And there he is again, Zach Jackson, showing up twice in this game in a big way. Once there with that bicycle kick and earlier in the half to tie the game. in which he finished it off with a nice left-footed shot into the corner that gave this Auburn team life as they needed him when he came in as a transfer from St. John's this year. What have you liked about him this season, Brody?
Zach Jackson, he's a great man, great player. Talk about those 2 goals right there. Get Auburn offense back into it. What is it, 3-1 now, I believe, Auburn. Just a great guy. I know he transferred from St. John's, and I'm glad that he's back. Great man, and he's a great addition to this team.
This has been something that Auburn has needed for years, a great forward who can finish the ball well, and he has been just that all year, especially tonight. 2 goals with the help from Omar Abuleo with the other goal. Another fantastic goal with the one-timer to the top corner. This Auburn team is looking very good, and they have a lot of momentum on their side here.
I think that shot, Paul, is going to go down in the record books this year, That's probably going to be top plays of this year so far. What do you think, Paul?
Yeah, good thing we got it on film. We could take the credit for it. But that was just an amazing play from Zach. We got our co-camera person here, Ainsley Whittemore, doing a great job on the sidelines tonight, helping us out with some key pictures. And I believe, did you get a shot of the goal? Yeah. Perfect. All right, we'll take the credit for that. Looks like there is going to be a kick for Auburn near the corner. Another good situation here for this team to get another insurance goal as we are inside of 25 minutes played. And it's a low line drive. Kicks its way back out. And he plays it to the corner. Does he have the angle on it? No, he cannot get the angle on it. I believe that is James Almeida. Once again, the senior captain taking the kick. And there's going to be a Baypath substitution here as they try to find some life and get a goal back and maybe claw their way back into this game.
I think this Auburn offense here might be pulling away from the Baypath defense. Finally, seeing a loophole through this Baypath defense here. Coach Bailey's been doing a great job on the sidelines there. Putting the Auburn Rockets up 3-1 here and coming down in the second half.
Nick Jennings finds Iceland on the wing. He plays it back to Nate Goronsky. And that's a good play out. Alex Mercadante wins the ball. Finds his twin brother, Evan Mercadante. And Zach Jackson once again cutting up the wing. Oh, but that's a great defensive play there. That could have honestly saved the game if you're Baypath at this point in time. That's a great defensive play.
Zach Jackson has the moves for it, but it looks like the defense just caught him, barely. But, it was a great pass by Nick Jennings. And, yeah, Zach Jackson tried to finish it off, but just quite can't.
There's another Baypath substitution as they're trying to get fresh legs in here for the final push as they look to possibly tie this game with 2 goals in the final, what would appear to be 10 minutes of play. Baypath possessing the ball on the wing. Here comes Nick Jennings trying to cut him out. Ryan, that's a good tackle there. That's Ryan Johnson, the junior, number 20. And Zach finds Iceland Pascalo. And Iceland plays it back to Zach on the wing. He gets a touch on it. Oh, but there's a bit of miscommunication there. Nick Almeida was running up the wing as well. But he cut outside instead of in, which was Zach intended. But it didn't turn out that way, but it's all good. They possess the ball again in the corner. And Nick Almeida wins it. Takes a touch on it. Ooh, that's going to be a push in the back there on Baypath. That will be another free kick for Auburn.
Paul, what do you think the relationship between Iceland and Boscalo versus Zach Jackson? What do you think their relationship is?
Well, they are both upperclassmen. Iceland is a junior. Zach's a senior who will be leaving us, unfortunately, this year. Both play up front as strikers. They've got a lot of chemistry between them. That's great for this attack and Coach Bailey.
Paul, I think you've said it all right there. You know, their communication this game has been on point. It looks like their passing between Iceland and Zach, you know, just unbelievable. I really like it. You know, Iceland's been giving a lot of opportunities for Zach to score, and he has scored at least twice this game so far. So Iceland's been doing a good job with the assist there, and hopefully their relationship can keep going there.
Less than 10 minutes to play here at Memorial Field as we have a score update here. Your Rockets lead Baypath 3-1 after coming out of the half down 1-0. And what have you seen this half that's been a very complete game, Brody?
You know, I think this Auburn offense, you know, going back to Zach Jackson and Iceland and Boscalo, you know, again, a very, very great communication. You know, they've been carrying this team. It looks like, you know, this team's been very good. Great teamwork, you know. I like to say teamwork makes that dream work. And 3-1 here, looks like. And looking pretty good so far.
It's going to be a throw-in for Auburn. There. What's the call there? Both men went down. Looks like it's going to be a Baypath kick. Wyatt Diamond makes a good play, just boots it out of bounds. We are hitting 8 minutes to play here. Here comes Alex Mercadante. Tries to find Zach Jackson. He's applying the pressure. Baypath wins it at midfield. And Konstantinos does hit up with a little bit of a push in the back. That is going to be a Baypath free kick.
You know, Baypath got that momentum here. You know, once that started, that goal kick for Baypath, that goalkeeper, great kick out toward Baypath there towards midfield. And, you know, they got the free kick there. And maybe they'll get some momentum. And hopefully the Auburn defense can step up here and show a little stop.
And it looked like they did step up there, Brody, because after the corner, it was headed out by Baypath, so it will be a goal kick. And Wyatt Diamond will be ready to take the kick as there is another Baypath substitution for fresh legs here in the final kick. Good step there by Konstantinos. That is going to be out. It is a Baypath throw. Must have taken a deflection off of an Auburn player. And it appears that will be an Auburn throw. And here comes Kwaku Akesi, the senior, He will replace Zach Jackson.
Kweku, earlier today, he sang the national anthem to lead the Auburn into this confidence game. Hopefully Auburn can complete this win. And yeah, looking great so far.
Good hustle, Domino! Substitution for Auburn. Looks like Nick Jennings is replacing Alex Mercadante. Caleb wins it in midfield. I tried to play it forward, but it was cut out nicely. But he wins the ball back. Cuts it back. Ooh. Been a friendly fire there as a Baypath player fired it into his own teammate. Ooh. Ooh. Wow, what a play there. Nobody's in the box, unfortunately, though. That was a good play by, it appears, Vinny Miles. We are under 4 minutes to play. Kweku wins it from the defense and is running forward, but it's cut out. That's a good play there by the Baypath defense. Vinny Miles steps in front of the pass, gets to stop it. He's running. Oh, and he's going. He's got some room here. Oh, but he just can't turn the corner. That's a good play to finally put an end to it from the Baypath defense. However, there's another run coming here. It is just over the penalty box. However, it is once again regained. Here comes Nick Almeida with a little hesitation. Cuts it inside. But Caleb Ebora now possesses it. Finds it into the middle. And here comes Omar. Oh, and he can't quite finish it. Tried to flick with the outside of the foot, but it just came off wrong. That's what you like to see, though, as it looks like this game could be over pretty soon. We are under 3 minutes to play. And that might have even forced a save from the goalie because it is a corner kick now. Looks like Caleb Ebora will be taking the kick. Constantinos looked to get some sort of a head on it, but it is not enough to get it past the Baypath goalie. And we have hit the 2-minute mark. Baypath attempts a flick there off the punt from their goalie, but it goes straight to Nate Goronski, who finds Vinny Miles a little bit. Caleb Ybarra now possesses it in midfield, and he megs the defender, goes right through him. But before Nick Jennings can get a touch on it and go for goal, the defender got in his way. So that's a good play again from the Baypath defense. Baypath trying to make a push for a late goal to maybe to slim the margin a bit as they try to find either a consolation prize or the equalizer. And that is your ball game. Auburn comes back from a 1-0 deficit at halftime and wins 3-1 thanks to the goals and play from Zach Jackson and Omar Abulail.
You know, this game today, Paul, has been a great confidence game. Hopefully, they can bring that momentum to the Mass Central tournament. You know, hopefully we can see that another bicycle kick from Zach Jackson. You know, one of a kind, you know. Should be a great tournament, you know. Today was a really great day, you know. Good match.
Yeah, so as we finish here at Memorial Field, finish this with the score. Your Auburn Rockets 3, Baypath 1. From all of us here in the booth, we thank you for tuning in and enjoy a good night. And before we go, actually, my apologies, we have senior night for football on Friday night. So tune into that. Come to the stadium, whatever you can do. We will be streaming it here on Auburn High School Television on YouTube. Tune in. You don't want to miss it. And it should be a great game, as we had a great game here tonight. And we thank you for watching, everybody.